This is the latest update on immigration policy. It was published on April 30th, 2024. Home Secretary action delivering major court in immigration, and I felt there are some highlights here that I need to bring forward for you to be able to understand what's going on in the immigration sector. You know what's happening, and prepare yourself accordingly. If you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK, US, or Canada. If you're interested in any of these countries, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that each time I drop a new video, you know it's time to watch Cynthia Academy. And without wasting time, let's get into this video. Like I said, the Home Secretary just published this on April 30th, 2024, and I'm going to bring out some highlights, some points that we need to pay attention to. Before we go further, listen to what he has to say in this video.
At the end of last year, we promised to deliver the biggest cut to legal migration that this country has seen. In January, we banned the vast majority of overseas postgraduate students from bringing their dependents to the UK when they study. The results are now clear. In the first 3 months of 2023, 32,900 people arrived by this route. In the first 3 months of this year, 2024, that fell to 6,700. That's 26,200 fewer people in just 3 months. Now, this is only one of the measures that we have introduced, and we will see the effect of all the measures combined in the coming weeks and months.
By the way, this was published on Twitter by the Home Office. If you're not following them, try and follow them so that you'll be able to get updates on what's happening. We are all aware of the government's measures to cut down on immigration that they announced last year, and they've implemented some of them. Now, this document explains some of the ones that have been implemented and how it has led to a reduction on net migration into the UK. They already announced that they're targeting to reduce 300,000 net migration into the UK, and they feel they are on target. They are achieving that. Now, this document also explains some other things. For example, it says government measures to tighten student visas, which came in force in January, have prevented most international students starting courses this year from bringing family members. We are all aware that master's students are not allowed to bring their dependents into the UK from January 1st, 2024. That has been implemented. However, it's very important for you to note that it's not just all master's students. If you're pursuing a master's of research or a PhD, you can bring your dependents into the UK. If you're pursuing a master's of science and a bachelor's of science or arts or something like that, but you are funded by the government, a government body, you are likely to bring your dependents into the UK. What I will tell you to do is explore scholarships. I know many people cannot, get scholarships, but there are people that got scholarship and are still getting scholarship. I got a scholarship, so you can try and explore this opportunity. If you're funded by a government body, you are likely to stay with your dependents in the UK. So that's something you need to explore. It also says that students can also no longer switch their visa before completing their course, preventing people from using the routes as a backdoor to work in the UK, while clamping down on institutions which undermine the UK's reputation by selling immigration, not education. Remember that the UK government says that what they're selling is education, is not immigration, that when you come into the UK and you come in to study, fantastic, but if you want to explore other visa options, that's nice. They frown at the fact that some people switch before their studies complete, and that's something that they don't want. So that is why they said you must complete your studies before you switch. That law was implemented last year, and they feel that this has led to the reduction of an abuse on the system. That is what they believe. The aspect I want us to pay attention to is this aspect. When I promised to deliver the largest ever cut in legal migration, I knew we must also work to show the impact of our action as soon as practically possible. This data shows a significant fall in numbers on the first of our measures to take effect, while underlining why necessary action was taken to cut unsustainable number of care worker dependents. We are all aware of care worker dependents not being allowed to come into the UK from March 11th. That has been implemented. So care workers and senior carers, it used to be code 6145 and 6146, but it's now 6135 and 6136, are not allowed to bring their dependents into the UK from March 11th. So that one has taken effect. But there's an aspect I feel we should pay attention to. It says, this does not mark the end of the road in our plan to cut migration. There is still more to come. Over the coming months, we will continue to show the pace of our progress as we deliver the control the public rightly expects. So expect more restrictions on immigration. And I'm wondering which other aspect would be tweaked. Just, I don't know. But what I know we're expecting soon is that the Migration Advisory Committee has been told to prepare an update on whether the graduate route has been abused. I'm talking about this post-study work visa. So when they release their results, I think it's going to be May 14th. I'll keep you updated on the publication that the Migration Advisory Committee is going to release on May 14th. If they say that that particular aspect has been abused, then they might put some restrictions on graduate visa. And I've told you some likely things that might come up. And I've told you, in order to prepare yourself, just make sure you pass your courses very well, in case they say if you don't have up to this grade, therefore you cannot, pursue a post-study work visa. So make sure you do very well in your studies, because we don't know the restriction that is going to come in place. Will they totally remove it? I don't know, but I think it's not likely for them to totally remove it, because there is still this shortage in workforce in the UK, and they want to attract the brightest and the best brains into the UK to work. So having this information, it means that you have to prepare yourself, be properly trained. If you have a master's or you are pursuing a master's in the UK, if you know extra skills or trainings or experience that will help you fit into the labor market if you want to stay back in the UK after you complete your studies, then go and acquire it while you're pursuing your master's. Don't just wait like that and say, don't worry, after I complete my master's, I'll get a job. It doesn't work that way. Many people don't get a job after they complete their master's because they don't know that their employers do not recognize the master's degree. They want experience. You need to have hands-on skills, experience, or training in order to fit into the labor market. Another aspect in this report I feel we should pay attention to is the aspect that says immigration is not the long-term answer to social care needs, and the Department of Health and Social Care is leading a program to work to grow and support the domestic social care workforce. This includes better training, clearer career paths, and improved job prospects through a new accredited qualification. Now, I heard that this program will be rolling out in June. I'm going to keep you updated on anything that comes out from this. They want to train domestic social care workforce, but I heard there might be provisions for international workforce, people who want to join the social care aspect and they are internationally trained, or perhaps they are already in the UK and they want to join that aspect. There might be provisions for this because their target is to create better training, clearer career paths, and improve job prospects. So once that particular program has been published and announced, and I know all the requirements in order to join the program, I'll let you know, so just prepare yourself. Now, like I said, I just decided to share this with you. There are so many other things released here, and I feel you should just go through that document as usual. I'm going to put the link to this document in the description box. Go and read it for yourself. Go and understand it and see which aspect concerns you. They also talk about the Rwanda, that's illegal migration, and the things they are doing to reduce illegal migration. Remember, they want to move some people to Rwanda, and they have already started arresting the first set of people that are going to move to Rwanda. So yeah, I feel it's best that I share this information with you so that you can prepare yourself accordingly. I wish you the best. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.